Before we dive into this heartwarming story that's capturing attention across the globe, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on the world's most fascinating royal families. And if this story touches your heart today, share it with someone who needs to see the power of family bonds and drop a comment telling us about the most meaningful tribute you've ever received from a loved one. Something extraordinary happened in the Jordanian royal family that has everyone talking, and it involves one of the most photographed and admired queens in the world and her eldest son who just shared a message so powerful and intimate that it's resonating with millions of people around the planet. Crown Prince Hussein of Jordan, the heir to the Hashemite throne, recently took to social media to honor his mother, Queen Rania, with words and an image that reveal a side of royal life we rarely get to witness, a glimpse into the genuine affection and deep respect that exists between Jordan's future monarch and the woman who raised him to carry the weight of a kingdom on his shoulders. The message itself was simple yet profoundly moving, containing just 3 words that carry immense weight in any culture but hold special significance in the Middle East where family bonds and maternal respect are cornerstones of society. Prince Hussein wrote, "God bless you," in a tribute to Queen Rania, and while these words might seem straightforward on the surface, they represent something far deeper when you understand the context of who these individuals are and what they represent to millions of people not just in Jordan but across the Arab world and beyond. What made this tribute even more special was the photograph that accompanied these heartfelt words, an intimate snapshot that shows Queen Rania in a moment of pure maternal warmth, captured in a way that strips away the formality and grandeur typically associated with royal imagery. This wasn't a staged portrait taken in a palace with professional lighting and carefully coordinated outfits. This was a genuine moment frozen in time, the kind of photograph that any son might have on his phone of his mother, except this particular mother happens to be one of the most influential women in the world, a queen whose advocacy for education, women's rights, and cross-cultural understanding has earned her recognition from international organizations and respect from world leaders. The timing of this tribute carries its own significance because it comes at a moment when Prince Hussein himself has stepped more fully into his role as crown prince and is increasingly visible on the world stage representing Jordan's interests and carrying forward the legacy of the Hashemite dynasty. Having recently married Princess Rajwa in a ceremony that captivated global attention and now preparing for his own journey as a father and eventually as king, Hussein's public acknowledgement of his mother reveals the values that will likely guide his future reign, values of gratitude, family devotion, and the recognition that even those born to rule are shaped fundamentally by the love and guidance of their parents. Queen Rania herself is no ordinary royal figure, and understanding why this tribute matters requires appreciating who she is and what she represents in the modern world. Born Rania al-Yassin in Kuwait to Palestinian parents, she grew up far from palaces and royal protocols, earning a degree in business administration and working in the banking sector before a chance meeting at a dinner party would change the course of her life forever. That meeting introduced her to then Prince Abdullah, and their love story would eventually place her on the throne of Jordan as one of the youngest queens in the world when Abdullah ascended to the kingship following the death of King Hussein in 1999. But Queen Rania didn't simply accept a ceremonial role or retreat into the comfortable confines of palace life. Instead, she transformed what it means to be a modern Arab queen, using her platform to advocate for issues that matter deeply to the people of Jordan and the broader region. She's championed education reform, launched initiatives to improve the quality of schools across Jordan, spoken out about the importance of empowering women and girls, and used social media in groundbreaking ways to connect directly with citizens and break down barriers between royalty and regular people. Her Instagram account, which boasts millions of followers, offers unprecedented access to royal life while also serving as a platform for her advocacy work, and she's known for engaging directly with comments and messages in a way that would have been unthinkable for royals of previous generations. This approach to royal duty has earned Queen Rania both admiration and the occasional controversy, because speaking openly about sensitive issues inevitably means taking positions that not everyone will agree with, but it's also established her as a role model for countless women in the Middle East and beyond who see in her an example of how to navigate tradition and modernity, how to honor cultural values while pushing for progress, and how to use privilege and platform for purposes larger than personal comfort. She's addressed the United Nations, appeared on major international media outlets to discuss everything from education to the refugee crisis, and consistently used her voice to humanize the Arab world at a time when negative stereotypes and misunderstandings often dominate Western perceptions. For Prince Hussein to publicly honor his mother in this way sends a powerful message about the values he carries forward, and it's worth noting that Hussein himself has been carefully prepared for his future role through education at Georgetown University and training at the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst, following in the footsteps of his father and grandfather before him. He's shown himself to be thoughtful, articulate, and deeply committed to serving Jordan, and his marriage to Princess Rajwa earlier this year was celebrated not just as a royal wedding but as a symbol of continuity and hope for Jordan's future. The couple's obvious affection for each other and their relatively relatable approach to royal life suggests that Hussein has learned well from his mother's example about how to balance royal dignity with genuine human connection. The photograph Prince Hussein shared offers a rare window into the private dynamics of one of the world's most prominent royal families, showing Queen Rania not in her official capacity as queen but simply as a mother. And this matters because it reminds us that behind the titles and the diplomatic missions and the international recognition, these are real people with real relationships and real emotions. The image captures an unguarded moment, the kind that speaks to years of shared history, inside jokes, quiet conversations, and the accumulated trust and love that builds between a parent and child over decades. In Middle Eastern culture, the bond between mothers and sons holds particular significance, and public expressions of gratitude and respect toward one's mother are deeply valued as demonstrations of good character and proper upbringing. By sharing this tribute publicly, Prince Hussein wasn't just expressing personal affection, he was also modeling behavior that resonates with cultural values shared by millions of people across the region, showing that even those born to extraordinary privilege and responsibility understand the fundamental importance of honoring those who raised them and shaped them into who they've become. This moment also highlights how the Jordanian royal family has successfully navigated the challenge of remaining relevant and respected in an era when monarchies around the world face questions about their purpose and legitimacy. By being visible, accessible, and engaged with real issues affecting real people, and by demonstrating genuine family bonds and human emotions rather than hiding behind formal distance, the Jordanian royals have maintained strong public support even as the region has experienced tremendous upheaval and change. Queen Rania's influence in shaping this approach cannot be overstated, and her son's tribute acknowledges the role she's played not just in raising him but in helping define what modern Arab royalty can be. The phrase, "God bless you," carries spiritual weight as well, invoking divine blessing and protection for someone you love, and in a region where faith is central to daily life and cultural identity, these words represent one of the highest forms of honor and affection you can express. Prince Hussein's choice to use this particular phrase rather than something more secular or casual reflects both his cultural grounding and the depth of feeling behind the tribute, transforming what might have been a simple social media post into something that resonates on multiple levels with audiences who understand the full significance of the words and the gesture. As Prince Hussein continues to grow into his role as future king and as he and Princess Rajwa prepare to welcome their own children into the world, this tribute to Queen Rania takes on additional meaning, representing not just a son's love for his mother but also a recognition that the lessons she taught and the example she set will continue to influence generations to come. The values Queen Rania has championed, her commitment to education and empowerment and using privilege for purpose, these are the values that will likely shape how her son approaches his own reign when the time comes, and this public acknowledgement suggests he understands the responsibility he carries to honor that legacy. What do you think makes a truly meaningful tribute from a child to their parent, and does seeing powerful figures like Crown Prince Hussein express such genuine affection for his mother change how you view royal families and their relevance in the modern world?